So I've heard a lot of chatter online, and the today's video, as you probably saw from the title, is 4 easy steps in finishing your to be read list or your TBR list. And I've heard a lot of people talk about how long their TBR list is. I've also heard a lot of people making fun of others for having a shorter list than them. And it's like, how many books are on your TBR list? Oh, like 100? 100? I got 1,000 on my TBR list. And I don't think that's something to be proud of, because you're probably just putting the books off, or you're reading too many books at one time to actually be able to finish the stuff you're currently reading. So here I'm going to give you 4 easy steps on how to finish that list and, push it down and just make your life so much easier, so much more focused. So, number 1, take the book you're currently reading. Let's say, for example, this thick boy over here, The World's Best Fairy Tales. So take that book, and then don't stop reading that book, and don't buy any more books. Okay? I know this might be complicated, but first, take current book. That's step number 1. Step number 2, don't stop reading the book, and don't buy other books. Step number 3, read that book until you finished it. And step number 4, repeat that process. So any books that you've bought recently, any books that have put you into debt, because let me tell you, that's an actual thing that I've heard about. Take your current book, read that book, finish that book, and then take the next book that you wanted to read and read it. Don't buy another book. You don't need to buy another book. Don't reward yourself for finishing a book by buying another book. You have plenty of books. If you are like any of the people on Book Talk, on Bookstagram, on BookTube, any of the book socials, you have a library just like this, full of books that you can read. So, again, steps are: take the current book, pick it up, finish that book. In the process of finishing that book, don't read any other books and don't buy any other books. Number 3, read that book until it's finished. Or if you're gonna DNF it, do not finish it, actually DNF it because you don't like it or because there's things in it that you don't want to read. Don't just DNF it to just mark it off your list, okay? Okay. And then number 4, repeat this process until you have finished your TBR list. So I know what you're saying, but I want to support authors and whatnot. It's amazing that you want to support authors. That is great. I'm not saying don't support authors. I'm just saying, if you have 1,000 books in your TBR list, heck, if you have 10 books in your TBR list that you may never read, you're not supporting the author because you're not actually reading their work. Yes, you gave them money, but are you actually helping them out by not being able to give them a good review? By not being able to talk about it or blog about it? Support them on Patreon or some other way that you can support them. Whatever. But just don't have a massive list of books that you're never going to finish. So, yes, the benefits of this awesome 4-step process, this very simple 4-step process, are finishing awesome books. You'll be able to finish the books and then also saving tons of money. I can't stress this enough. Do not go into debt for books. It'll be okay. You will be okay. Next, the downsides are, well, you won't be able to complain about your TBR list anymore. I'm sorry, I know. I understand. TBR lists are pretty dang cool, but you'll be able to stop complaining about it. And all your friends will thank you, actually, because people are really tired of hearing about the million books that you haven't read yet. So I know what you're thinking. But there are so many good books, I have to put them on my list and think about them, and I have to buy them to support the authors. Again, support the authors in other ways. Finish their book, give it a great review, and share it with your friends, and have your friends buy it. That's a great way to support the author, because if you are marketing the book to your friends, they will trust it and get it instead. Okay? So market to your friends about this awesome book that you just finished. Okay, and then, like, let's be honest, if you follow these steps, you'll finish more books and you'll be able to focus on those books. If you're just reading one book at a time, you'll be able to get it done faster, you'll be able to finish it faster, and you will be able to have a good time reading it, and you'll get so much more out of it. You'll enjoy it more, you'll know the characters more, it'll be better for you and everybody else you're annoying with your TBR list. So, it's fine to make a list. Write it on notes, whatever. Have it be up on your wall. Have it be a motivation of the next books you're going to get to. But don't waste your money. Don't go in debt. And just because chances are you're going to waste your money and never even get to that book. And then you're not doing anybody any good. Okay? So, again, take your book. Finish it. Don't buy any more books. Focus on that one book. Finish the book. And then pick up the next book. And repeat this process. So, thank you so much for watching. Check out my socials. Check out my interviews with the awesome authors that I have been talking to. And finish your TBR lists. Please, please, please finish them. Thank you. Bye-bye.